pretty much the situations of the game will dictate where you're going to be bowling and the fielders, but you've got a few plans to some batters, and yeah, hopefully you can land the ball and take some wickets.
नहीं सब्सक्राइब किए हैं
Can't get past Vince, and a direct hit would have been gone, I think, with James Fuller having to collect it, I think, safely home. Yeah, James Fuller, reaction would then to say that he's not overly confident in this, but we'll have a look. Umpires decided to have a little look, just to have a check. Good throw from James Vince, great shot.
Yes, made that for me. That is grounded. I'm ready to make my decision. Thank you.
धीरज ड्रीम आईएस हाय कलर हैं दवा हाँ
13 for Dawood Malan.
I don't know.
Great from 11 at the moment. Tough going.
कोनो जाना किस पर यार थंबनेल नहीं आवे के चाहिए ना तो कॉपीराइट मार देते हैं ना
A little moment for Dawood Malan there as well, and Tim David having a bit of a laugh. 30 balls bowled, 30 runs scored.
सबसे फर्स्ट टिकर चैनल गुरु बोलो हमारा नजर के सामने देखिए टिकर जनवरी फरवरी में चैनल बना लो इतना हो गया
Bowling side, James Vince, the captain, on the screen, looking very, very pleased.
राहुल शर्मा
More spin, Jenkins on, left arm wrist spin. Lots of wrist spins in today. The women's game earlier on this afternoon. Two wrist spinners. The Southern Brave side, we're going to see some temporary Shamsi later on as well. Lots of wrist spin on show today. The pod as well, which is always nice.
कोई राहुल शर्मा आफ्ता जी
Joining us here. Tomorrow, a couple of big bash winners alongside me. A couple of big bash champions. Oh, I think they're a little fist bump. Defending champions, Perth Scorchers, men's and women's. Yeah, didn't want to bring it up, but thanks. Thanks, Dooley. You told me to say it before you came on here. Oh, lovely from Milan. Shouldn't go all the way. Should be cut off. With that in mind, Alana, I mean, you've got obviously the 100 now. The Big Bash has been probably the best women's comp in the world. We've got hopefully the IPL coming next year. More tournament. How exciting is it for you and for the women's game?
I'm very excited to see what's on the horizon for women's cricket.
Wow, first chance in the crowd for a catch. Shad put down. Come on, folks. We've got to get better at this.
To be fair, the sun's in their eyes, so we'll cut them some slack there. They're just in that little pocket that's peeping through the top of the roof on the other side. So.
Oh, he's got the full kit on as well. He was straight in. 80 on the power meter. Good comeback. So gets it up in the block hole. See IPL, you fancy a bit of that, I'm sure?
Yeah, I had a bit of a taste of it in the Women's T20 Challenge earlier this year, and yeah, I absolutely loved it, and I just love playing with new people, learning off different people. Played with Sophie Eccleston, who's the #1 T20 bowler, so yeah, it was a lot of fun playing with some of the domestic players in India as well. It was phenomenal to see the depth they have, so yeah, exciting times for women's cricket, and hopefully it just keeps growing.
Chance at long off. Brilliantly held, James Fuller. Not only can he bowl and bat, he can field. That is a quality catch. Yeah, that's a big wicket. He celebrates accordingly. He's a big man, makes the arms inside. And a clean catch. He's taken a few really good catches this tournament, James Fuller. I mentioned that the Southern Brave fielding so far this innings have been brilliant, and that just backs it up. To come in, never easy when they're just dropping in front of you, down by your toes, but gets his fingers right underneath it. Took over the wicket, Southern Brave. Impressive start continues. He's about. Something he's a different character. His Foz, it'll be a little message to somebody, I'm sure. He's going again, but playing up to the crowd. Maybe he's got his family in the crowd or something like that. He's got a couple of little kids, so maybe it's something for them.
Fair play, he's been fielding absolutely brilliantly tonight. He's saved Sterling a lot of runs in the inner ring, so play on. I like it.
Samit Patel, the new batter, a little bit of a promotion for Samit. Colin Monroe was carded to be the next batter in, but...
Yeah, talking to Colin Monroe earlier, he said they just try and keep the left-right combination going. So whoever was out, if Milan got out, Monroe goes in. If Colin Cadmore gets out, Samit goes in. They just try and keep that left-right combination, particularly with the wrist spinners coming into play. 35 balls and 40 runs. Yeah, again, I played with Munners at the Club Scorchers this year, and one of what makes him a really good signing as an overseas player is that versatility. He's also doesn't play international cricket anymore, so you know he's going to be available for the whole competition. So when you've got a top quality batter that can bat 1 to 5, and you know he's going to be here for every game, it makes you very valuable. So Munners he's a great guy as well off the pitch. And yeah, look, I'm sure we're going to see him come in very soon, and he's got the helmet cam on for us as well. It's nice being able to sign those key overseas players, and I guess when you get the phone call, it's ask Alana about it. When you get the phone call or the manager comes to you and says, I've got an offer for you. Would you like to go to Nottingham? Go to the Trent Rockets. How did that come about, Alana?
I was in quarantine for the World Cup, over in New Zealand, so I was actually probably asleep in my second nap of the day, and I get a phone call, and yeah, it was my manager back in Melbourne. And yeah, he was like, do you want some good news or do you want some good news? I'm like, okay, we'll roll with it. And yeah, he was like, do you want to play in the 100 this year? I'm like, yeah, I will. Like, I only heard good things about it last year with plenty of the girls coming over and playing. So yeah, I was excited to play and get to Trent Rockets and play with Nat and Catherine and even have Sal as a coach. And yeah, I've absolutely loved my time.
Maybe, as we're talking about, if the IPL, the women's IPL kicks off, might be an auction time. Might be your first experience of an auction, which is quite an exciting time, as T knows very well.
Yeah, they can be very exciting. They can also be very disappointing as well. So, yeah, they're tricky situations.
Sohan Kumar
Chutiappa. Very nice. See that one go in the air. Got a full save. Big boundaries here at the Aegeus Bowl. Big pockets, lots of twos. Often the case as a batting unit you talk about. Setting lots of ones into twos, you can pick up the odd 3 as well. Ross Whiteley, very good fielder out in the deep, so saves it just to 2.
Nice and slow from Sterling. Well, Alana, thanks so much for your time. Really appreciate it. Yeah, it's been lovely to have you here at the 100. I know you've got 1 left at least, so good luck with that, and really appreciate you coming and having a chat with us.
Thanks for having me. Hopefully I wasn't too bad and bored you guys to death.
You got a job post-career, but that is a long way off for someone as young as you. Thank you, Tom, Chief. Okay. Nice from Sterling. He's doing a very good job for his skipper at the moment. Bowled 15 balls, just gone for 10 after 40 balls, 44 runs on the board. Oh, DJ's into it as well. She's caught James Fuller's hat waving. And Ahmed started with a wrong at the start. Hunting that one down along around the boundary. He was just doing the backing up in the end to Alex Davies. Just think 45, 41 balls work themselves into a position. 140, 145, 150 could be a really competitive score.
मेन 28 तारिख के जो मैच है ना भारत पाकिस्तान के मैच वही मैं बढ़ता हूँ सबसे ज़्यादा आदमी देखते
दिन में गिरा
हॉट स्टार पर देते शाम में 7:30 हॉट स्टार पे सबके पास सब्सक्रिप्शन भी ना रहे
Plays the sweep, reverse sweeps really well, goes into out over extra as well, so he's really difficult to bowl at. So trying to overhit that delivery.
One of his into outs, didn't quite get the timing right.
Heard a lot about Rehan Ahmed this last year or so, burst onto the scene in a real rip. You stand next to him, you can almost hear him and feel him bowl the ball. He really kind of slams his front foot down at the crease, gets over his leg. So if there is spin to be had out in the pitch, you can be pretty confident he's going to find it. And look, he's so young, he's just turned 19 years old. He's got a long and hopefully really fruitful future.
Yeah. I watched him warming up with the bat as well. Really impressed with how hard he was hitting the ball. I might push for two here, it'd be good running if they do. And Samet charges back for a couple. Have a little look. Might have a little look at this. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, review for run outs. So just play that back for me, please. Bat is grounded. Yeah, I'm ready to make my decision. Thanks.
Good running, Samet. Easy decision in the end for Sue Redfern as well. Not out 53 runs on the board. 45 balls bowled.
इतना में ज़्यादा अच्छा रहता है कि सीधा खड़ा कराना ठीक रहेगा
It's a good bit of running in the end. I think Samet Patel was committed to it. Milan just a little push into the onside.
vertical
Something very brilliant in the field.
Quality.
Some smart catch from
Quality
James Fuller. The ground fielding's really good.
करके
Run saved in that ring in the power play, hitting the stumps. Richard Halsall, something very fielding coach, be really happy with so far. Fuller back into the attack.
ठीक है
Took a brilliant catch a few sets ago. Break through with the ball.
Around the corner into the gap. So it'll just be a couple. Let's watch around Ahmed warm up with the bat as well. I mean, you see a lot of them in that under-19 World Cup, but just had all
दुनिया
the
का ला
power in the
क्या वो
warm-up.
पहलू
So
है
he's obviously got genuine all-round ability as well.
तीन वो
Yeah, I'm pretty sure for Leicestershire and Gloucestershire he was batting 7, 8, so coming in and looking to do a job. He's so young, 18 years old. You've got time to develop, and if you can become a genuine leg spinner who can bat 6, 7, 8, you're a very valuable commodity all around the world.
Thinking about Shadab Khan and Rashid Khan in particular. Leg spinners who offer plenty with the bat.
Yeah, and Rehan has picked up his first
तो
gig
बंद
already
करा
for the
तू
winter.
क्या
He's been
देखेगा
playing in the UAE T20 League starting in
डायरेक्ट
the new
वोटर
year. So how exciting is that? He's 18 years old, playing in the 100, playing in the blast, picking up overseas gigs. Don't know what you were doing when you were 18, Dooley. I know it was a while ago, but I'm sure you weren't doing that.
I was watching black and white telly. Full, not quite straight enough from Fuller. Yeah, opportunities are plenty for men and women. I was talking to Alana King about the possibility of a women's IPL. Great opportunities around the world for men and women in this wonderful game that's given us so much. Quick this one too.
Yeah, outside the leg wasn't much going for it, but yeah, 88 miles an hour. Still getting it through. That's good pace. Anything north of 85 you kind of consider to be good pace. On the mid-off up in the circle, so
वही गमछा लाइव हो जाएगा समझे
short, then out on the leg side.
गमछा में ही लाइव हो जाएगा
tough, isn't it? I know there's only one ball left in our stint, but it's been really tough. You think about the bowlers, obviously, including yourself. We talked to Chris Jordan today, Garth, and gone over to and gone. Tough tournament for the Southern Brave, losing the crux of their bowling attack.
Yeah, that's been frustrating both individually for all of us that are out, and obviously as a team, when you lose all four of your kind of starting bowlers, it's not ideal. But look, MJ's been there, he's seen it all.
कैसे बंद हो रहा है कैसे नहीं चलेगा पता
नहीं
So halfway, Trent Rockets lost Alex Hales and Tom Calder-Catmore for 8 apiece. Malan and Patel, 20 from 16. Lintott into the attack. Samit Patel, has he got enough of it? Yes, just. And Ravi Shastri, they need a little bit of this as well.
Yes, good use of his feet. The intent was there from the outset. A good tactic, putting pressure on the spinner of the first ball of the set.
Going to go again. He's got this. He has got this. I can tell you that. That's back-to-back sixes.
Yes, he's, like I mentioned, intentions very clear from the outset that he's going to take that extra risk. And when you start off with the six of the first ball of the set, your confidence level is high. Much better timing on this.
Yeah, he's got to keep going. This one will slice out to Alex Davies, so it'll just be a single. And he'll know as a spinner, Samit Patel, when someone comes at him and hits the first couple of balls to sixes, as a spinner knows the pressure now is on Lintott. What can he do in these final two deliveries? Expensive at the moment, Lintott. Didn't pick it. Didn't pick that googly.
Yes, he would be disappointed that he missed out. It's there to be hit. It's going well. 37 from 27.
Well, good end to that set. Couple of dots. 72 from 55. So 33 from 21 this partnership. Current rate gets them to 131. Ravi, do you think that's enough?
I think they'll be happy with somewhere closer to 150. It's a good score on the surface. Anything over 140 will be competitive, especially with the two spinners that are there in the Rockets as well, Shamshi and Samit Patel. That's two good shots from Samit Patel. First straight down the ground, then heaving it away on the onside. They would have had a chance where Samit would have said, I'm taking the chance against the spin.
Still failed there tonight. Sonny Baker then. His second set will be a wide. Yeah, I'm sure that Samit has said exactly what you just said, that he's going to take the risk. Obviously, David Malan, if there's a ball to hit, put it away, of course. Samit, 18 from 8 deliveries. Look at the depth they've got as well with Colin Munro, Lewis Gregory, Tom Moores. Should be out. It's gone up high. Put down. Put down by Michael Hogan. Only bowled 5 deliveries. It went high, but should have been taken.
Should have been, yes. And ample time to get underneath it. Didn't have too much distance to cover. Something to crap it in the end.
Just worked away. Short at Samit Patel.
I think his tactic would be to strike at 200. Samit Patel go from here. He can get his end going. Will take some pressure off Alex Hales. I beg your pardon, David Malan. It's when you try and hit too hard on the surface, that's when you lose your shape.
Pace up again. Just trying to mix their paces up on this surface. That's the right tactic as a bowler.
Especially once the ball
Like,
gets older,
share,
a little softer, it's
subscribe
not going to come
now.
on to the bat as well as it did earlier on. Especially on this surface, huge track. You can see it's gripping. So the spinner's getting some turn earlier. Back miss.
He keeps looking at the replay screen as well, smiling. Yeah, slower bouncer. Don't mind that option as well. With the three fielders set out on the leg side, that slower bumper is a good option.
Very good option. In fact, you've got to make all the pace on that shot. You're pulling it.
Give him one for the over. Mid-off and mid-on in the circle. Have to go into the surface again.
भाई कोई देख रहा हो यार लाइव एंड कर दूं
See, it's not easy to put those deliveries away, especially with men patrolling the deep square of the wicket on either side. It's a long boundary.
Straight to mid-off. James Vince couldn't pick it up. That was a no ball, the bouncer, so there was an extra ball in that set. 80 from 60 deliveries.
Straightforward for the batsman to get after the bowling. So this is where you've got to be communicating, having a chat as to what is a good score. Is 140 good? So aim for that first, and then if there's a partnership, you would get that extra 10, 15 runs.
Yeah, you're spot on there, Ravi. Think about what is a parish score. Get to, make sure you get there first, or you're in a position to get there first. And like you say, the partnership 41 from 28, if that goes up to 60 and 70, then you can go for 140, 150. And maybe back the opposition out of the game on this surface. Rayan Ahmed with his third set, 15 runs from his 10 balls. Just get it in the gap. They have to take some stopping, does Ross Whiteley.
Yes, and you see David Malan here looking to mix it up and confuse the young spinner. He will use the reverse sweep as well, given an opportunity.
Sure he picked that one. That leg side, bowled the googly, and that's a stretch for it.
As a spinner, if you go for the wrong one, it spuns. If you pull it into the pitch hard, it really doesn't come off the pitch as nicely as the batsman would expect.